All right, I'm going to start pulling apart this carby. So it looks to be in very good condition, but we won't know until it's apart. Float is obviously a concern. It's, you know, as you saw when we were doing the 25, sorry, not the 25, this is 25. When we were doing the pacemaker, we ended up having to get one 3D printed because we just couldn't get it to seal. So with a bit of luck between this one and the other carby, we do have two carbies. We will at least be able to make one good carby up. So that's the plan. I'll rip into it. First things first, I'll pull the nut off. The float's in the bowl here. The needle and seat and stuff's all in there too. So I'll start pulling that apart and we'll go from there. Here it is all stripped. Essentially there's the choke butterfly's still in there, but it's actually in pretty good nick and the spring and everything still works. So I'm not even going to touch that. Yeah, that one can stay in there. I've got the rest of it all apart. This is the float, and it appears to be excellent. It's never been repaired that I can see. It's not corroded. It doesn't look like it's a problem. So that is brilliant. I'm absolutely stoked about that. That's the needle and seat. Obviously, the needle goes up inside the seat there. That's just the pivot pin for the float. Now, this flapper, for people who haven't played with these old carbies, essentially, if you can see it in there, it's pivoted through there. There's this one here, screws in through there, goes through this sits down and acts as a bit of a seal. And what happens is, as the engine draws vacuum, this actually lifts up and lets air through. And that's to create enough vacuum to pull the fuel up that it needs. I know it's a bit of an archaic way. Obviously, they do it with Venturis and stuff these days, but that's how they were done. So essentially, the air comes in through here. This is the choke. This is where the air cleaner will be. Air comes in through here, and you can see in the casting, it actually gets channeled down and around. That flapper's in here, and it comes up. So in here, there's a lot of vacuum, and that is where, possibly can't see it, anyway, that's where it draws all the fuel through. And it's a bit hard to see in there, but so then your needle and seat comes down through that hole on the left there, all the way down through into the bowl down the bottom. Pops out this one here. So anyway, it's actually excellent. Oh, and also these carbies have a water injection set up on them. This one here goes on there like that. You can see it's got a couple of ports, which I will clean up. We're not going to use it, but I will put it all together so that it would work if I needed it. And then it's actually missing a little piece of the valve that would align to the end of the throttle shaft. Basically, when it's over a certain amount of throttle, it would then allow some water to go through and into the inlet manifold. And the water acts as a way to reduce detonation for when it's running on kerosene. Obviously, they worked out how that works. I mean, I've heard of it being used in high-performance situations, so I guess it works. So, yeah, basically, I'm going to clean it all up and put it all back together because it really is in excellent condition. So, this is the screw. Actually, I don't know where the screw head went, but anyway, there it is. The head broke off as I was doing it up. Luckily, it wasn't because it was tight in there or anything. It's just obviously because it failed. So I was able to just pull it out with, I mean, you can actually look at it. It looks like it's been broken for a while. It's hard to tell. Anyway, I was managed to back it out. It's the one that holds the butterfly, the throttle butterfly in. And as you can see, I've got two here because, of course, I do have a second carby. So it's awesome that I've been able to pinch a screw out of that. This carby actually doesn't look in bad condition either. So that's definitely not getting thrown away. At the very least, going on the parts shelf, unless I find someone else who needs it. Well, I'm really happy with that. As you saw, I had it all apart and really pleasantly surprised by how good it is. The butterflies are in good condition. Yeah, really all I did was clean out a couple of passages and and get it ready to go. So once we're ready to bolt that on, it'll be straight on, and I'm very confident that'll work. I do probably just need to get a seal for in there. The original seal is just a piece of string, basically. I'll probably just get a skinny rubber O-ring and put it in there. So that'll be that. And yeah, obviously we'll have to do a fair bit of tuning to get it to run right, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. I'm not exactly sure how this one works. That's your main mixture screw. I know that for sure. I think this one here is like an idle mixture bypass. But we'll have to have a play with that when it's all up and running. So there you go. That's a Kingston Carby, and pretty happy with how it came together. All right, guys, thanks for joining us again on this one. Just a quick one. Just luckily that Carby really didn't need any work, so I just screwed it together. It will be ready to bolt on as soon as we finish the manifold. The video with the manifold is coming. It's taken a reasonable amount of work. We've sort of gone a little bit over and above to try and get it as perfect as possible. So yeah, we're going to hopefully maybe next week or so we'll get the video of the manifold finished and out. And yeah, this Carby will go on and we'll keep moving forward. We're making some really good progress. So thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.